Moment of truth, guys. Plugged it in. Turn it. We have power. So excited. So excited. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday morning. The kids are having breakfast upstairs. I came down for a second just to double check the outlets to make sure they were working. I'm very excited. I'm pretty behind on everything. I am still looking at that huge mess on my craft room floor. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I haven't gotten to practically anything because yesterday we had Nerf Wars and that took the afternoon, and then when Nelson came home from being with my mom, we kind of ran a few errands that we needed to run and just went ahead and got that taken care of. So we came home a little late and I couldn't get anything done. And the day before I was really sick in bed all day long and I could not get up or do anything. So there's that. And then, yeah, so today's Thursday and I have a huge mess in my studio. I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, but I'm gonna have to get to it soon because I've got a lot of projects to get started on. And tomorrow I'm not gonna be able to do anything because tomorrow we have a field trip for the kids. We're going to this farm and it's a new one, not the one that we usually go to and share about. This is a whole other one, and it's gonna be with the homeschool group that we were hanging out with yesterday. So I've got a lot of stuff to do in preparation for that, and I'm sure when we come back we're gonna be so exhausted we're not gonna want to do anything. So yeah, that is where I'm at. I don't know how I'm gonna catch up, but we'll see what happens.
So when you're making mortar, for the tile, you want to make sure the mortar is thicker than cake batter. So that kind of looks like cake batter, So you really want it to get thicker than that, because the minute you put this down and you put the tile in, it would just sink way in. So
you make it a little bit thicker?
Right, so you should add more mortar. And obviously the type of mortar changes depending on where the tile application is. This is just... There is no wet applications going in the closet, so no water should be going in there at all. So you just have very basic mortar. But then when you have tile in a bathroom, and then depending on the type of tile you're putting it in, if it's a porous material or if it's ceramic that, the tile doesn't absorb water, then you use a different type of mortar, or if it's going on the floor versus the wall. So I know that was probably more than you probably wanted to know, but anyways, basics of mortar.
So for lunch, we're having some really Puerto Rican food. My mom likes to make empanadillas and alcapurrias, and in the pressure cooker I have pasteles. So the kids love this stuff, and all this is fried, except for this. But we had a few left over, so I'm just gonna fry them up for them, and that's what they'll eat for lunch. The kids have been wanting to go to this new car wash that's like not even 5 minutes from our house. So after lunch we got in the car and we went for a little car wash field trip, and they had a blast. So we just got back from the car wash. My car needed really bad washing. It was time. While I was in the car wash, Nelson went and took 2 chairs and a desk over to Goodwill. We usually sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace, but these were a little bit more worn out, and I had it for a while on Facebook Marketplace and nobody really wanted them, so I was just like, we need to get them out of here. So we went ahead and donated them. Then he met us at the car wash and he helped me a little bit finish cleaning out the car. Again, it was such a mess. I don't like my car being dirty. So now we're back here. The kids are sitting down on the couch. They're about to have a little snack, and they're watching like an ancient Egypt documentary because that's what we're learning about in history. And yeah, I'm just gonna make them a snack, and then I'll start doing a few other things that I need to do around the house. So I have some strawberries here along with a little bit of water, a little bit of sugar, and some lemon juice. And whenever our strawberries start to go a little bit bad or a little bit too soft where we don't want to eat them, I like to cut them up and I'll just reduce them down in the pot and I'll create a strawberry topping for our ice cream. That way they don't go to waste. So I'm just gonna let that simmer there for a little bit. Right now my fridge is looking pretty gross with lots of fingerprints and smudges on it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it up. All right, so Nelson just finished grouting it, and what's next?
So we gotta let the grout, I guess, harden for like a few hours and then come back and do like a final just light sponge bath. Or just to kind of make sure we wipe off any haze that could be left over from any residual grout.
So then after we let it sit overnight to harden completely, then it'll be ready for the baseboards. But we got a few things going on the next couple of days, so it might be Sunday before we can get to it.
Right. The only bad thing about having this finished, that means I have to go do the bathroom now. And then that's going to take quite some time to do.
So this is the new throw that I just purchased from Hobby Lobby, and I'm about to put it in the wash. First of all, because obviously I'm not going to use it without washing it first, but it's a little itchy. Like, it didn't seem like it when I was touching it earlier, but when I put it over my arm to bring it down here with a few other things that I'm going to wash, it's a little itchy. So I'm hoping with a little bit of soap and fabric softener, it won't be so bad. Because I really like this. I love the pattern and I love the fact that it's got like the Sherpa stuff on the other side, and of course it's my colors for Christmas. So yeah, let's hope and pray that this gets a little bit softer. The older two were at soccer. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but Nelson and them got back. We had dinner, and then now they're taking showers and getting ready for bed because tomorrow we have a very big day. And I still have a few things to do before I go to bed in preparation for tomorrow's field trip. So I will sign out here and I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, adios.